What is up, guys? Sawcasm here, and today I have for you guys an L86 MOAB playing some ground war domination on the map Village. And this was a pretty tough game, to say the least, because you'll see even in about 30 seconds the enemy team calls in an AC-130, which made it really difficult for my team to actually secure and defend flags and the objectives from the beginning of the game. And early game dominance in domination is really important because basically, for the most part, however the beginning of the game starts off, usually the team that starts off better is going to be able to carry that momentum with them throughout the game because of the way the spawns work with the flags. Because if you start off with 2 flags, it's usually going to be easy to kind of just hold the enemy team to 1 flag and kind of keep them there. But this game was pretty difficult, like I said, to say the least. I was pretty much just trying to play careful from the beginning. I really couldn't make any big plays because they had the enemy AC-130 in the air, and I did not have blind eye as of yet. So at this point, my goal was pretty much to get blind eye from my specialist bonus. But anyway, this was a pretty difficult game, like I said, and this is a loss. We did lose pretty bad, but it was still a pretty hard-fought game. And I remember XSMF the GOAT used to do a tough game series where he would kind of post up a game that may or may not have been a win. Sometimes they were losses, but either way, they were still really tough games, really hard-fought games that, they were semi-close. And I really liked how he used to analyze his game style and some of the things that he did in that game that may have not been, the best idea at the time. After reviewing a game and actually watching it back, there usually are some things that you pick up on that you're like, oh, I probably could have done that better. And, always when watching games like this, I always see a bunch of things that I definitely could have done better to maybe not secure the win for my team, because when you're playing, with 8 other teammates against 9 people, you can't always guarantee that you're going to be able to carry the team. But maybe just to make the loss a little bit less, make it a little bit easier of a loss, and maybe make the game a little bit closer. But for the majority of this game, I was actually trying to kind of escort my team to my objectives and to the flags and etc. Like you see, I would kind of peek my head into one of the flags, the objectives that I would go into, say C. Like I'm headed over to C right now. I'm trying to kind of clear the way over at C, trying to disperse the area of any enemies that I see so as to make my team kind of push up and hopefully be able to secure that flag a little bit easier. But the problem we were having in this game is we would actually get a flag and then right away it would just be taken right back. And by the time we got the first flag, I would kind of switch positions and try to secure a second flag, because basically in domination it's pretty much impossible to win with starting with only 1 flag from the beginning of the game. So I really wanted that 2 flag to kind of build up some momentum. So basically whenever we capture 1 flag, I would run over to the second and we would lose the first flag. So I guess I was relying on my teammates a little bit too much, and to be honest, I probably should have been the one to actually hop on the flags in this game a little bit more than usual, because since my team wasn't doing the greatest job of it, I probably should have just played a little bit more campier, a little bit more defensive, and sat at the flags after we actually captured them, and just kind of been the one to sit back and defend it so as to not let the enemy team actually reclaim it and recapture it. Maybe this would have helped us get the win. Like I said, you never really know after the game is over, how the game would have turned out had you done something different otherwise. Sometimes things, you may think that they go one way, but really they would have went another. So you never really know 100%, but this is my best assumption that I probably could have improved on and will try to improve on. That's the whole point. If you actually say things that you want to improve on, but just never actually improve on it, you basically didn't do any good for yourself. So, yeah, the game is wrapping up here. I think this is my final kill to get the MOAB, and I died right away. I was pretty lucky, I guess you could say. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something. If you hated it, be sure to dislike the video, leave some hateful comments, and unsubscribe. Thanks for watching.